I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight. I hope you're having a good time, and cheers to our success on Kilimanjaro last month. Angeline asked me to share a little bit about my experience of the whole journey, and so here it is. I agreed to participate in the Kilimanjaro challenge in January 2011. I'm not sure I really understood what the challenge entailed at that time, but I was soon to find out. There was a lot of training, a lot of hard training. I started walking, and I was clocking maybe 20-25 miles a week walking. And as the weeks approached, Kilimanjaro summit, that ramped up. And the closer and closer we got to the challenge, the more apprehensive I was. I wasn't sure I was physically, up to the challenge. But you go ahead as well because, you've made a commitment. And also because I had made a commitment at this point for the funds that I raised for my challenge to be for setting up a microfinance fund through Kiva. So that actually motivated me to continue training and to train very hard. So there were a lot of sacrifices, a lot of training, as I said, fear, apprehension, uncertainty. But the day finally arrived, and the rest, as they say, is history. Our trek took us through some amazing landscapes that I think you can't find anywhere else. Our trek team was actually a brilliant team. We couldn't have been luckier to have a group of 17 people that all got on, that all supported each other, and made the experience generally that much more palatable, that much more enjoyable. It was very tough, and we had our ups and downs. Each one of us had our own, had moments where we felt we weren't strong enough, but we all motivated each other and we all supported each other. For me personally, the person who really supported me was my sister Sarah, who kept me strong and kept me motivated, and we shared a few laughs, and literally I don't know how I would have actually, how I would have coped with my experience if it hadn't been for Sarah. So my thanks go to her. I'd also just like to say that the porters and the guides who accompany us up the mountain carrying carrying our bags, carrying all the communal equipment and all the food and the water, and who make the process comfortable. We were having 3 hot meals a day, and we had a lot of as many creature comforts as we could possibly afford on that trip because of the porters. The guides were absolutely amazing motivators. For me personally, I got altitude sickness, and therefore everything became that much harder. The challenge was tough enough, but it became that much tougher because of altitude sickness. And if it hadn't been for the guides on that last summit day, I don't think I would have actually, in fact, I know I would not have made it up to the top if it hadn't been for the guides. So all in all, I made it to Stella Point. It was surreal, and it didn't quite sink in. I think it's still sinking in now. And I've got mixed feelings. I've got feelings of humility. I've got feelings of pride and amazement at what I achieved. And if I can achieve it, then there's so many other people can, because I'm not in peak. I'm not a peak athlete, but I think with determination, a lot of these challenges can be achieved. So I'm really looking forward to the next one, and I hope that the group we go with will be even bigger and bigger for every other challenge we have. And thanks very much for listening. Bye.